Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, it goes from the sublime to the ridiculous within the Nigerian space. Only in Nigeria, as guys, I bring you this. Abacha stashed billions of dollars abroad over US sanctions. He did not loot them. This is a Galadima saying this, and Galadima often says a lot of sensible things, but then of course this guy, every time you hear him, he always sounds a bit like a Fruit Loop. So this is now full-blown insanity now, this now thing that this guy is trying to dish out to us. Again, the headline: Abacha stashed billions of dollars abroad over US sanctions. He didn't loot them. A comment attributed to Galadima. So now let's now see what the elder statesman has to say. Buba Galadima has said former dictator Sani Abacha did not loot the billions of dollars being currently repatriated back into the country. Galadima said Abacha stashed the money abroad ahead of an impending sanction by the United States government. The controversial politician added that Abacha made the move based on the advice of some of his colleague leaders such as Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi. Buba Galadima, one of Nigeria's foremost politicians, has revealed the alleged reasons why former military dictator Sani Abacha stashed billions of dollars belonging to the Nigerian government out of the country. Since the administration of ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo, Nigeria has been receiving billions of dollars reportedly looted by Abacha from foreign governments. The Muhammad Buhari-led administration recently repatriated $311 million from the popular Abacha loot. However, in an interview, Galadima said Abacha did not loot money as widely believed by Nigerians. According to Galadima, Abacha stashed the money abroad over the likelihood of the United States sanctioning Nigeria. Abacha stashed billions of dollars abroad over US sanctions. He didn't loot them, said Galadima. He said the late military dictator was advised to save some money outside the country by some of his colleague presidents around the world, so there won't be panic if the US eventually seizes Nigeria's account. Amongst those who advised Abacha, according to Galadima, were Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi. His words: "I have a completely different idea about what you called Abacha loot. I know as a fact that at that time, Abacha, with the knowledge of key members of his government who knew about these monies being stacked out, he was rightly advised by some of his colleague presidents around the world. Saddam Hussein was one of them. Muammar Gaddafi was one of them. They advised him that there was the likelihood that the United States government could sanction Nigeria, and as such, he should save money outside that could last the country for at least 6 months, so that even if Nigeria's accounts was blocked by the United States, there won't be panic." Galadima noted that he was a key figure in the Abacha administration, adding that he served as the Director General of the National Maritime Authority under the late dictator. "I was a key figure in that government. I was one of the so-called Abacha boys, if you must know. I was the Director General, National Maritime Authority, whereby export and import to Nigeria, including crude, were directly coming under my desk. So I am in a position to talk about Abacha and the so-called loot," he added. Galadima insisted that the views by Nigerians that Abacha looted the money was based on ignorance. Yes, of course it is based on ignorance, but the truth of the matter is that we were running a constitutional government called democracy. People can hold different opinions provided it doesn't encroach on another's liberty. What I have said to you now is my own opinion based on what I knew of the government and the man at the time, the outspoken politician said. If they say Abacha was a monster, my answer is, at least, he held the country together, and everybody knew you could not trample on our laws without being dealt with, he added. Speaking on the reparation of the money, Galadima faulted the Buhari government on how it plans to spend the money. He claimed that the spokesman of the government, whose name he did not mention, said the money will be spent on palliatives, whilst the Attorney General Abubakar Malami said the money would be spent on infrastructure. That is double talk, and they should know. No matter who speaks for the government, Nigerians do not trust this government, he said. Galadima, a former ally of President Buhari, who is now his staunch critic, said the Nigerian government must secure approval of the National Assembly before spending the money. It is being reported that the presidency clarified that only 3 of 5 priority projects of the Buhari administration will benefit from the recently repatriated $311 million Abacha loot. The clarification was contained in a statement released by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, on Wednesday, May 13th. Shehu clarified that the remaining 2 of the 5 priority projects, Mambila Power and East-West Road projects, will not benefit from the repatriated loot. So there you have it now, ladies and gentlemen. These people are now completely rewriting history, painting black as white for you, and insisting that you must have it that way. I mean, this is one of the most audacious comments that I've ever heard in all of my life. So this guy now, Sani Abacha, was moving Nigeria's monies into bank accounts unknown to the Nigerian people in foreign shores for the purposes of safeguarding it for Nigeria. So the Central Bank of Nigeria is now no longer fit for purpose as the custodian and as a place of safety for Nigeria's money. It is now Sani Abacha's personal account that is the safe haven for Nigeria's funds. So this is now what this Galadima guy would have you believe, and who recommended this strategy to Sani Abacha is no less laudable figures than Muammar Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein, those 2 bastions of democracy and probity, those people that are known for their honesty and human rights record, Muammar Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein. These are the people that were guiding the Abacha regime, according to Galadima, who says he was an Abacha boy. And you recall that Gaddafi especially was coming to Nigeria quite frequently during the Abacha regime. So obviously he has seen Mugu in the Abacha face, and he has come to ride the Nigerian Mugu horse, and he rode it all the way to foreign shores where we are now recovering all this money, because a lot of the money that are gone via Libya are completely gone now. There's no getting that back. There's no getting those back. But then, of course, the little that we can get back. You'll recall, of course, that one of Abacha's sons was reputed to have said that God will never make his family as poor as Dangote. So if this statement is true, and there's no reason to believe that it isn't, then the monies that these people are looting, it's only the extra pocket change that they have put in their pocket, that this so-called government that we have in Nigeria are recovering $300 million, etc. This is something that these people probably spend in a week, the sort of looting that took place under the Abacha regime. And of course, they did this under the guidance of Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi, according to Galadima, who claims that is an Abacha boy. So all of these names, again, the usual suspects, all the northern names are in play again, and this is where all of the Nigeria's monies seems to always go. Conversations in the comment section. Abacha was actually doing you a favor, stashing your money away in all these foreign accounts in his own name. This is what Galadima would have you believe. Buba Galadima But what says you? What are your thoughts? Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me now what they are now making of this new now theory that is being proposed by Buba Galadima in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on within the comment section. But here I say peace.